to fight. Round begins in.
There we go.
3.
Game decides that I start on Lucky.
Fight.
So he's the lucky one with the first screen time, and he gets the heavy spawn. Does not collect the nail gun. But now has the LG rocket launcher and rail, the unholy trinity. While puffpastry is jumping around, and RRLUCKY is looking for some free opening damage, but he doesn't get it. The peeker is doing some work though. Oh, and the rail around the corner, and ooh, puffpastry takes the jump pad, eats the rail sword trouble. The mega house there, but after that, a lot of that gets stripped away by the rail of Lucky. So I do like how Lucky is playing this right now against a double jumping Doom. Playing out of the audio cooch, but no, now he wasn't aware that puffpastry was on T-Con. And the double jumping mitigates a lot of rocket damage. Oh, but yeah, he did get the frag. I was almost scared that he lost out on both items. He does lose a life, but he denied the heavy, and now he's doing great work. Look at this! Wow, a midi to tie it up. But I do like Lucky only had the rocket launcher to work with, and with the double jumping Doom, you can do a lot with the double jump. I do like to switch to the LG to see what you... So much action going on. 2 minutes and 20 seconds and we already have 5 frags on the board. Lucky opting to do the damage from a distance. They trade rails. Puffpastry again around this corner. He's getting so much damage, but ooh, this time around it's in Lucky's favor. But again, they trade in the damage. Heavy's up next. I don't think puffpastry will appear at the scene. It's getting the light at the LG. Yeah, I think in this instance the opening damage is just because puffpastry is making so much noise.
Yes! Yes!
Yes. Macron. Nice. No, the heavy did get pick up. Mega Elf's up next. Ooh, no midi for Lucky this time. Not really the tools to fight against Doom. But he did delay his death enough to go for the Mega Elf. And it wasn't it's actually a free frag for puffpastry. Look at that opening shot though. Lucky flying through the air. Oh, wrong weapon out. Puffpastry had the LG or the rail ready. Could have gotten great damage from that portal play or the jump pad play. And like a lot of these frags are that RRLUCKY is just holding a stance on the position on the map.
5 minutes.
And puffpastry walking into the area where there is a trap laid out. Or Lucky just knows from the sound cue where he needs to attack.
Enemy hit.
Yeah, puffpastry being cut out with the drill does not hit his shot, and during the reload he's gone again. So great positioning from Lucky. Out positioning Doom on
Defeated.
Tank. Stopwatch.
Yeah, like I think you can lay out this trap if you have LG. In the end, puffpastry did switch to the LG, but I think it was a really risky move to do that with rockets. Yeah, he did get the frag in the end, but it was an expensive one. It is now out of the rotation. That he wasn't really in to begin with. So he did get a frag, but he needs to stop the rotation Lucky is working with.
Cannot resist our might.
Impressive. Combo kill.
Beautiful, your destruction.
Yeah, puffpastry has a really hard time of evading any fight. And the fights that he's in, he does not really have the tools.
Will be ours.
Yeah, and the timer is also so far gone that if he wants to get into it, it needs to happen now. But I do think like he was too reactive, like waiting on a fight, while he could have spent the time collecting at least the rocket launcher, the LG, and the rail. Almost all fights happened on Lucky's terms. Some revenge. Puffpastry throwing rockets into Lucky's face. What? Oh. In your face.
You win.
Nice. Yeah, great positioning and control from Lucky. Let's see what's up next. We go to Deep Embrace, where Lucky is playing a Ranger and puffpastry is playing Isaac. There we go. We move on to Deep Embrace. And I do think like RRLUCKY has now a champion where you even can get faster in position, especially on Deep Embrace with the rocket jumps. And the orb. Puffpastry with Eisen can be frustrating, but yeah, how the map is laid out, there's a lot of verticality. So there's you can easily jump down or evade the turret.
Prepare to fight.
Well, let's see.
Round begins in 3.
What's going to happen? I'll give puffpastry some screen time. Playing the German engineer. Gets the mega health spawn. So Lucky has the rocket launcher and the rail. Puffpastry has the LG and the rocket launcher. Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry for that. Nothing really major happened, only the pickups. This is the first damage that's being dished out. Actually, a risky move from Lucky. He's lucky that he didn't die for it. Oh, but as he goes out the portal, releases 2 rails, and the rest is history. Ow, like the opening damage from puffpastry was pretty great. Ooh, is he going to use the orb? Oh, he doesn't need to. He's low though. Mega health's up. Same goes for the heavy. So they traded items, but so much armor to work with. The upper position falls down actually. Some great LG. Still not really a big split on the items. I do think it's enough for the orb to contest for both. But it isn't up right now. And the position is not that grand for Lucky anymore. Puffpastry not really aware of the damage he has done. Oh, he's gonna get one frag out of this, right? No, Lucky, done dancing around the map
Come looking for a
and
fight?
evading almost all the damage Puff Pastry is trying to dish out. That's rough. He's hitting like a truck, by the way. Like, so much unreturned damage with the rail. How much is he hitting? 41%, but it's the damage output that
Stopwatch.
is working great in his favor with the rail. This time they trade around, but yeah, he got the mega health, so it doesn't really hurt him that much. Takes position
Stopwatch.
for the heavy and is greatly defending it. Again, a rail tries to stack back up, but Lucky has the upper position and the timing of this mega health, uses the orb to stack back up mid-fight. So Puff Pastry needs to get back to the drawing board and think about another attack plan. He does show balls by appearing before this heavy. He's not able to connect anything. Ooh, now the Lucky taking the jump pad. Not the best move, and Tobias and Puff Pastry get their first frag.
Waffe ist bereit.
Nice. Tobias gets deployed. Wow, but still, they trade in the damage. Heavy is up. Is Lucky going to attack this? No. Oh, a little bit caught out. Not being aware that Puff Pastry was going through the portal. Nice.
Combo kill.
It does seem that Puff Pastry needs to work harder for those frags. Lucky. Wow, the shotgun orb combo.
Watch. Five-minute warning.
Wow, just Lucky. What is he doing? He
Impressive.
has no reason to win this fight, but his positioning. Like, just waiting around the corner with the super shotgun. Then retreating as soon as he releases the shot. And then doing the same again. While being low.
They have me pinned down. Medic.
What is going on? He's playing with his food. Or actually, he is the food, but he isn't being eaten.
You came to the wrong fight.
Yeah, I'm amazed as you are. It's just he is the escape ninja. And this is also very frustrating to play against. Like, I'm doing the damage, why doesn't he die? But it's the positioning that wins out at this moment. But it's in his name, right? He's so lucky. There we go. Puff Pastry smashes a pie in his face. Oh, Lucky falling down. And gets away with it. It is the story of most of these fights. Puff Pastry doing the damage, but not finishing the frag.
Where are you guys?
But it's also like now that he hit 2 rails, just walk in with a finisher weapon. He does it in the end with the rockets. Oh no, and Lucky. Hitting 2 clutch rails while being pressured. It's he's playing great. That is all I can say. Wow, using. He almost got away again. But this time around, Puff Pastry uses the HMG. And he gets the opening damage. Lucky does not. Well, he's hitting this rail, but not the second one. Yeah, we have something of a comeback. Like it's now only 2 frags on such a volatile map as Deep Embrace. Oh, and Lucky orbing back in gets greeted by a rocket. Yeah, Heavy 5 seconds away and I hear a rocket jump from Lucky. Getting into position. Yeah, now it's go time. He has the upper position. Rain down rockets. Nice. Stuck some on the wall. Oh, still a return rail from Lucky. So it's not a free frag. But the mega health is there. Ooh. Oh, there's an orb. But it is not being thrown. Puff Pastry really needs to plus back for a bit now. It is squeaky bomb time. He's so low. No light on the lower parts. Ooh, doesn't Lucky have a rail? Let's switch real quick to him. Yeah, he does have a rail. Sorry, let's go back. And he walks away as victor. In your face, Lucky. This is the best revenge you can get. I'm sorry for the switching around. I got confused myself. But wow, this is... I would scream my lungs out. Like if you have seen that picture of Zanaku screaming after a win on the Meister LAN, I would do that right now. So yeah, Puff Pastry turns it around. All the channel points are for the bank. And we move on to Insomnia, where Puff Pastry is playing Keel and Lucky is playing Anarchy. Interesting. I'm the party lead, so let's switch it up. Okay, ready to rumble. Xobal, thanks for the follow. Yeah, and I'll switch to the in-game view right away. I think I'm going to start on Anarchy. It's an interesting pick on this map.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Especially now the rail is not in the heavy room anymore.
I see stars.
Heavy goes to the light champion and he dishes out the first damage. This does mean that Puff Pastry is able to get the rail. And I do think Lucky will keep his distance. Because else he will eat some pineapples. Wow, Pastry actually dropping down.
First blood.
Ooh.
Lead taken.
12 health left on the light from Lucky. The light champion, Anarchy.
Lead tied.
Wow, and he falls down. Puff Pastry ready with the rail in hand. Oh, and Lucky actually falls down. He loses out on the mega health, but it does get the heavy, but not for free. Look at the damage. Wow. Oh, this is hurting a lot. Oh, like he hit the rail, right? But during the reload, he wasn't able to dodge any of the LG from Lucky, and still dies in the end. Whoa. Gets his inject up, followed up by the heavy. Now the mega health is I think Puff Pastry got it, but everything gets stripped. Look at this, yeah. Lucky. Can try his luck. No damage from Puff Pastry before he dies. They will trade items again. But it doesn't really mean anything. Lucky stripping the heavy from Pastry.
Juice it up, baby.
Yeah, just a bit unawoken. Lucky applies the same tactic, but now playing a light makes Puff Pastry's job a little bit more easier. Especially Lucky not getting away from those two rockets. Yeah, he just waits here.
Stopwatch. Master.
So if Puff Pastry wants to fight, he eats a lot of damage for just going around the corner. Takes a jump pad and yeah, that's available. Lucky gets his fourth frag. Everybody likes this pillar. Oh, the mega health gets stolen, but it doesn't get him anything.
Juice it up, baby.
searching for scraps, and yeah, the audio codes Lucky is getting out of it.
Prepare for an epic beatdown!
I'm just amazed that the position of RRLUCKY makes that he is not getting hit in any fights, it seems. Like the only time he really got low was when there were 2 rockets around the corners.
I see.
But every fight on this position where he's now collecting the light, he's just dancing around
5-minute
the
warning.
pillar and using the stairs to mitigate any incoming damage while dishing out everything. And here he's just prepared with a great greeting party, but switching to the real mid-fight does not connect his shot. Puffpastry benefits. Both items are up for the same time. So shared control. Also sharing the damage. Nice, good opening. But he still doesn't dare to fall down. Oh, and that rail
Stopwatch.
hurts a lot. And that means that they trade items again. But this favors Lucky. Especially now there's no armor on Puffpastry anymore. Oh, is he gonna get damage? Does not hit his rail. Maybe the LG on the fall down would have been some awesome damage. Lucky also really playing it safe. Not having the rail out in those fights. Does eat a rocket now. Mega health's up.
Fire in the hole!
Is he holding the angle? Yeah, he does hold the angle, but does not connect his shot. He's not going for the mega health. So I think after this pickup, Puffpastry has some stack to work with. And especially after hitting those 2 rails. The last shot gets traded.
Here come the fireworks.
Oh, no. He's giving up an angle onto the Anarchy.
Stopwatch.
Anarchy does not hit his shot though, so I think it's still close. Especially with 2 minutes left.
Stopwatch.
It is dangerous for Puffpastry though. Like being this dark corridor map, and it's difficult to get clean frags, but this is rather clean.
Impressive.
Great, let's go, 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 go! Oh, he doesn't press his luck. He did that shotgun.
Stopwatch.
So Lucky does have a lot of armor to work with. Puffpastry doesn't have much electricity in his LG chamber. Now he has 0. Oh, great! He does hit! Is he got... Yeah!
Lead tied.
The preemptive pineapple gets him the frag. Oh, and if he gets this one...
Killing spree. Lead
Wow, Wow, it's the same story as the last map, like in the dying moments. Oh, this is expensive. Go away, or get the frack.
Master. Stopwatch.
Why is he on 250 ping?
Impressive.
You need me to wipe your nose?
Oh, he's on ping 20. GG. But yeah, if it isn't you, it's the game or the ping. But Buff Pastry is getting it. So Puff Pastry is on series point, while we move on to Runes of Sarnath, where Lucky is playing Galena and Puff Pastry is playing Blazkowicz. Yeah, and I'm on spec south, so the server is correct. Yeah, I hope Lucky can shake it off, because it plays in your mind when you think there is an external factor influencing your game. But it's Buff Pastry who is on serious point. He gets this map. We are done for today. If Lucky wins this one, we move on to Blood Covenant.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Check the pings real quick. 20-ish for both. Always a bit of a confusing spot. Lucky wanted to do something on the Mega Elf, but now he doesn't really collected anything. Wow, and he gets stuck on his movement. That is a rough start for Lucky. Not so lucky this time around. Oh, but his rockets are awesome! Okay, we have a game, boys and girls. And anyone in between.
Be healed in the power of the ancients.
Pastry hitting great reels. Is she going to take a shot through the crate. No, he doesn't. And now he's a bit worse for wear. Takes an early position on the heavy. Oh, and eats a real dot for his troubles. Is there a greeting party out of this portal?
Be healed.
Well, Lucky doesn't go through it anyway. So actually, the opening damage comes from Pastry. So he gets the mega health. Lucky sets up a tent for this next heavy. And ooh, he was actually banking on his totem overstack, but the possibility of that one just gets denied. With Pastry doing a cleanup job between the items, and wow, now his rockets are awesome. But the follow-up is not there. Wow. Flying through the air. And Lucky plants his rockets like an expert.
Stopwatch.
Oh, great punishment on this heavy pickup. Pretty much negates the stack Lucky got from it. He does get a light before the next fight. Yeah, Pastry could get some exit damage, but Lucky... he mixes up his routes. It's nice to see.
Power heal you.
And yet, Puff Pastry gets some damage out. Ooh, and the Rill, he's just doing great. It's still out of control, but it does stop the momentum Lucky is having. And there could be a time that he delays him enough, but no, he's too early on this
I
one.
was going to kill you.
Maybe
Lord.
wait one
Changed
rotation
my
more.
mind. Health totem initiated.
So, bye-bye.
Submit.
Impressive.
Yeah, all his work gets undone. And is now really chasing the rotation Lucky has working for himself. So this is
Stopwatch.
the moment where you say to yourself, maybe I should take a stance somewhere. He does have the akimbo, right? Oh, what a dirty fight. Thankfully, Lucky has the ability ready and get some extra health before going to the heavy. But I do think, like, if Pastry had the LG at that moment... Yeah, he had the LG. Would have been a great attack on the mega half. Now he's moving in between the rotation. Lucky's working. Gets railed and got out. Yeah, that's a light that isn't there.
I will
Anyway.
5-minute warning.
privilege.
Time.
And every time Lucky gets one frag, the next one is pretty much for free. We do have a mega half going Pastry's way. And doing great damage.
My life sustains
Earns himself the heavy. Yeah, someone call the cops. But he's getting punished by Lucky anyway. Who is now raidable, actually? Yes. Puffy Pastry is back on the board. He does hear the movement of Lucky. Shopping for an angle. Yeah, Lucky only has the LG and the rail, right? Does Puff Pastry knows he has the akimbo? Again, 3 totems up. Nice, he switched to it, but it's empty. And is not hitting his rails. And now he's being outstacked. Because of the totem overstack. Yeah, this is the time when Puff Pastry turns it around, right? Oh, Lucky does not really have the ammo for this fight. Lucky doing the cleanup job and is aware of the spawn time for the heavy. And I do think, yeah, Lucky just appears at the scene. Where is it? It's gone, buddy. Yeah. Wow, is he colorblind? He doesn't spot the totem. Ooh, the rail does not connect. But the same goes for the rail of Lucky. Both items are up. He chooses to go for the Mega Health. So this means Lucky has a lot of armor to work with. Yeah, if there is a comeback... If that was the comeback, it just got stopped. Well, stop the press. There is still something going on in Puff Pastry's favor. Yeah, he's throwing 2 rockets into Lucky, but he will spawn at the heavy. Like 3 fraps. It's pretty doable.
1 minute warning.
Help totem initiated.
Ah, but he loses out on both items, and there's totem overstack for Lucky.
Do not die yet.
Like, there are some great spawn traps possible on this map. But yeah, the window is closed, especially now Lucky gets this last frag. So, we're going
You win.
all the way. Let's see. We move on to Blood Covenant, where Puff Pastry is playing Nyx and Lucky is playing Arena. Okay. Let's go. They are both going to wing it. Ha ha ha.
Something else.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in
Here we go. Lucky on the Athena. Puffpastry on the Nyx. The Battle of the Lights on the classic Blood Covenant. DM6. Nice. Great opening. Ooh, with the rockets was not only damage, it's also information.
stopwatch.
They trade items. And Puffpastry is making a lot of sound, while Lucky is just keeping the upper parts to himself. Try to get the opening damage. Oh yeah, it's also always a bit dangerous to go for a heavy when the enemy is around. Oh, great evasion of that rocket. Within this. Ooh, what? Look at this.
Give him hell.
Puffpastry gives hell onto Athena. Oh, this.
Impressive.
What?
Wrong fight.
Puffpastry is clutching this out. Like on Blood Covenant, 2 frags is a major deal. Needs to retreat. Is he? Oh, he gets the damage out. Wow, even before the heavy. He can bully himself onto this mega health with the invis.
Tank.
Well, Lucky doesn't try his luck anyway.
Stopwatch.
Patient.
Yeah, you can do it. Stuff like this when you have the invis. Wow! He takes jump again! They trade, but what is going on?
Stopwatch. Tank.
So 3.5 minutes played, 5 frags on the board. Puffpastry in the lead, but it's
What you got?
shrinking. Especially with those clean frags. Oh, and loses out on the heavy and also needed to pop his invis.
Impressive.
This is an expensive frag. Again, like 2 clean frags from Lucky. And the coin has flipped. Ow.
From the grave.
Not many can get the drop on me.
I don't know what's happening, but it's awesome. I see 2 exploding champions. It does favor puffpastry. Ooh.
Shadows hide me.
5-minute warning.
Yeah, that was the 5-minute mark. Let's give Lucky some screen time. He only has to get 1 frag back. Does dish out the damage with the rail while there is some damage with the starter machine gun from puffpastry, who is out of this map right now, at least control wise. Needs to use his invis to escape the area. And I don't think he delayed Lucky enough to appear at this heavy. Oh, but yeah, again, he's making a lot of sound. So Lucky just knows where he is. And there is no escape option with the invis. Oh, the double jump almost gets him out of the misery, but it isn't so. Lucky ties it up. Will lose out on the mega health. Or no. Lucky is just in no man's land. Or puffpastry is in no man's land. But he does get out alive because Lucky doesn't not have any slugs left in this railgun. Oh, now he has the ammo for doing the damage from a distance and connects 2 rails.
Tank.
Yeah, puffpastry in a situation where he needs to hit at least 2 opening rails to get into this next frag.
Stopwatch. Tank.
But didn't really do the damage. Actually taking the damage.
Stopwatch.
Let's give him some screen time. He does have his invis for if he gets caught out. Nice, this is a great opening. Another one. Oh, the second one does not hit. He has to do something. Ooh, this was expensive. 2 tribal shots. Oh, he might... No, the rocket does not connect.
You
Oh,
don't know what honorable means.
I'm lucky.
Stopwatch.
It's another frag.
1 minute warning. Impressive.
Yeah, instead of the Athena ban, it was a skill bearer ban.
Spree. Tank.
But yeah, it looks to me that Lucky is the lucky one on Blood Covenant. No magical comeback from Puff Pastry this time around.
Creation.
Who's a hot shot now?
The disrespect.
You win.
Somebody should say something about it.
You lose.
But yeah, Lucky victorious. Puff Pastry did bring us to the last map. So we had some great entertainment from both guys. Congrats, Arla.